you have a beautiful opportunity, the first of every single month, not just to set goals in your business, but to release old energy and manifest whatever your heart desires. So today I am sharing some of my favorite beginner-friendly spells and rituals to help cleanse your space, protect your energy, and attract all of your goals this month. But before we can get into the witchy and the woo-woo, we need to do the practical work first of cleaning up our office space. I've heard it said that your external environment is a representation of your internal condition. So if your space is messy and disorganized, that's probably how your mind and business also feels right now. And a really simple way to help clear up the mental clutter is to tidy up your physical space. So consider this step a little bit of practical magic. Speaking of practical magic, let me know what your favorite witchy shows and movies are down in the comments, because I always need more suggestions, especially this time of year. And now that your office is nice and tidy, we can officially get into our first ritual, which is simply cleaning and dusting off your desk or your shelves using a bit of essential oils. So every single herb and ingredient carries its own energy. For example, this particular cleaner has cinnamon for abundance, cloves for protection, and orange for positivity. So every time I use it in my office, on my desk, or on my mirrors, it helps infuse that energy into the space. But if you don't have a cleaner like this or essential oils to make your own, you can simply think of whatever intentions you want to infuse into your work. As Olaf said in Frozen 2, water holds memory, but also energy. And most cleansers are about 92% water, so it will work just as well. And don't forget to clean your office door as well. This is literally a portal into your business. And if you own a physical storefront, there may be a lot of people coming in and out. So it's always a good idea to wipe down the door and clean away any funky energy as well as germs that may have come in the last month. Or if you're like me and you work from home, I still like to do this because it is a way to anoint that front door with my intentions. And you could take this one step further by drawing different sigils onto your front door, or even writing them on a piece of paper and putting them underneath your welcome mat. Personally, I do a money sign, a protection, and then also a smiley face to welcome in a little bit of positivity to my business. In the last space I need to tidy up and cleanse before we can get onto our protection and attraction spells is my altar. This is where I keep all of my moon water, my crystals, where I burn incense, leave gifts for my ancestors, keep all of my witchy spell books and herbs. It's like my mini apothecary. And it can get very dusty and very cluttered very quickly. So I try to clean it at least once a month, and don't worry, later in this video I'm going to teach you how to make your own business-focused altar. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Now that my altar is cleaned up and refreshed with new flowers, I like to light a white candle to welcome in my spirit team and my ancestors to help me protect my office and plan for the next month in my business. And our first protection ritual is probably the easiest and the most indulgent, I want to say. I love the smell of incense, and it is such a simple way to energetically cleanse your space, but also protect it. Some witches believe that all windows and doors, mirrors, and any reflective surface is a portal into the other worlds beyond the veil. So by waving a little bit of incense over these spaces, you help create an energetic shield so that nothing from that side that you don't want coming over will bother you, and none of your precious energy will leak out. And as you can see, I have quite a few mirrors in my office, so this is going to take a moment. By the way, if you like this whimsical fairy forest vibe I have going in my office, I filmed all of the DIYs like these mossy mirrors and my desk, as well as my flower chandelier and more in this video. So definitely check that out next. It's also a really good idea to cleanse your desk well, and especially your electronics. If you do any work online, then your laptop and your phone are another portal allowing energy to leave your business. So it's a good idea to energetically cleanse and protect those as well, and any crystals you may have lying around. These little babies need a recharge as well. Now for a Halloween decoration that you see in all of the stores this time of year, a cinnamon broom. I bet you didn't know it actually has a purpose in witchcraft though. Cinnamon carries the energy of prosperity, so a lot of people will sweep their offices the first of the month to invite that in. But it can also be used as a cleansing spell, both physically removing debris as well as negative energy, and a protection ward if you leave it placed upward outside of your door. So, if you don't do any other ritual from this video, this one alone will give you cleansing, protection, and attraction all in one. But if you don't have any cinnamon in the form of a broom, I bet you have some in the back of your spice cabinet, as well as salt. These are two of the most important ingredients, especially as a business witch. Simply sprinkling a little bit of table salt at any of the thresholds into your office can help protect and also cleanse any energies that are coming in. Speaking of protection, I also like to have this little fox sitting outside my door. I like to pretend he's my secretary and won't allow anyone in that shouldn't be here. But now that we are done protecting your space, we can now get on to our attraction spells. The first and simplest being blowing cinnamon through the front door. As we said earlier, it carries the energy of abundance, so simply blowing it through the door helps invite that energy into your business. Or if you don't want to sprinkle spices everywhere, you could also do a little bit of plant magic. Simply by naming a plant after your business or whatever you wish to attract, every time you care for it, you are putting your energy towards it and also watching it grow, which is symbolic of your business and goals growing. Or you could create an altar to represent your business and what you are calling into it, such as placing coins for abundance or different crystals like rose quartz for love and community. I have a couple things that symbolize my business, such as that sticker from one of my courses, a couple little trinkets that represent different niches that I talk about on my business page, of course my business card because that's a massive symbol of my work, a little bit more cinnamon for prosperity, the rice underneath everything is for prosperity as well. But if you don't have space for an altar in your office, or you're still in the broom closet and don't want to display it, you could create a spell bag or a spell jar with similar components as a mini altar. Which, let me know down in the comments, should we create some of those together in next month's video? Now that we are feeling cleansed and protected and abundant, let's write down our intentions for the month ahead. I personally like to do this in my journal, but you could write it on a little piece of paper and put it at your altar, make it a reminder on your phone, whatever works best for you. Personally, I like to write my monthly intentions inside of my habit tracker because I find it helps keep me really motivated, getting to color in the little hearts that represent all of my daily habits, and seeing this whole calendar fill up. Like, that is enough to get me to get off the couch and do the damn thing. But also then every day I am intentionally bringing my focus to the kind of small business owner and person that I want to become. So for example, some of my intentions this next month is to get 6,500 steps in every day, EFT tap in the morning, read at night instead of scroll on my phone, do a bit of stretching before bed. All of the habits that I imagine my future self would have, I'm focusing on embodying every day. And now it is your turn to tell me what your intentions are for the month ahead down in the comments, because you are 83% more likely to achieve them just by writing them down and sharing them publicly. Plus, if you have more people putting their energy towards the same intention, it is more powerful and likely to manifest. So we will support you down in the comments. Make sure to like other people's, cheer them on, and let's have a fabulous month together. And then my last ritual to officially kick off a new month is to pull a tarot card to see what the energy is gonna be and let me know what I have coming my way. For this next month, that looks like a lot of patience in changing my perspective according to the Hanged Man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few more journaling pages to create, but I share my full spread in this video, so I'll see you over in that one.